Quite some time ago, many thousands of years in fact, people of this earth did know a generation of peace and a time of plenty, when all was shared and hearts felt love for one another in a spectacular way. But those people of that time could not hold on to that feeling, that state of being. And they devolved through an open invitation to a certain amount of darkness to come in and be here and divide us aplenty and turn us into all these different races, colors, tribes, religions, and relocate us to new geographic areas throughout the earth and supplant the presence of our being with a feeling of disconnectedness and leave us in an unknowing state so that we could take the long trail back, living through many generations, coming from this darkness into this light, and no longer holding our enlightenment until we could find our way through all of this darkness, all of this sense of disconnectedness, this lack of worth that we felt, almost as if we had become the dirt itself that must grow to become a plant, then a tree, and then the bright, beautiful sky and the sunshine that seems to create all life. We did this because we knew it was a necessary step, a way of regenerating ourselves and bringing ourselves through this darkness, could finally appreciate the light, the love, the peace, and the great understanding that is the foundation of that peace that we had held before. But now, because of the deepening of this appreciation, this factor called appreciation, we could come forward into this peaceful, loving light and be excellent at what we are, and do so in this material form without having to gain and lose it through the process of life and death, as we have been living so many times before. It's a valuable lesson, a journey through the darkness, and only through that darkness could we find appreciation for our light. Well, the time of healing has come to us now, for we have lived out nearly every aspect of that darkness that could possibly be. We have taken it to its extremes and felt its agony, the agony and pain of separation from life within ourselves. And we have hated our earthly mother, our heavenly Father, all that has been good to us and for us. We have hated the angels and the ancestors. We have hated the presence within ourselves that has invaded us and made us feel so dark and disconnected. And we have known this hatred well. And it brought us to great extremes. It brought great trauma and great heartache. But now we begin to realize that this was just a dream, that we have created this so we could experience such things without actually having to do them. But like many dreams, it has the substance of reality, for we are creation. We come from creation's heart. And in that sense, everything we do has that aspect of reality. But in this dream was a softening effect, a way to allow our hearts to experience extreme and cruel things, and great agonies and great sufferings and traumas, and come forward through this to this healing time and bring peace to ourselves without damaging the entirety of the universe and all creation within that. For indeed, we do have that power. And that is why we softened this effect and lived in this dream for as long as we have. It was a way of reforming the life that we had created before this and bringing it all back together in a time of uniformity where the light is equal in all that lives and no one thing rises above another any longer. All live in peaceful, pleasant, equitable harmony. And there in that equitable, that equity as we call it, lies the solution and the source of peace for all. And we are beginning to deepen the understanding of this within our hearts. And now it is within our minds, our souls, that we begin to experience this equity. The equality of all life, from the tiniest specter to the largest display ever imagined. All living in equity, each life valuable. None can exist without the other, and all exist for one another. It is this concept which is the bridge between that dark life, that nightmarish dream, and the reality that we choose to live in, which is peaceful understanding forevermore. Imagine the greatness of our growth, launching from this time of heartache. See the beauty in our suffering, and know that this is all not just noise. This is reality. This is why we are suffering, why we have taken this into ourselves and become this that we are. To perfect ourselves, to bring ourselves forward clean, to know that we could endure the most incredible tragedies and find in those the greatest triumphs the heart has ever known. We are indeed a beautiful people, and beyond that, a spirit, a heart that creates life out of love. And because it is love, needs to deeply appreciate and understand that life that it creates. Now it is time for you to awaken, to see this truth within yourself. Deepen your presence, go into your heart. Invite the assistance of all of these others who are here with you, perhaps unseen and invisible to you at this moment. Invite them to be visible. Tell them you are ready now to understand and appreciate the beauty of this great Mother Earth who has given us this grand opportunity to live, to finally find our true life, and to love that life with a ferocity such as we have never known before. You could not create a better age of peace. See then the equity, the value in all life living, and discount none and appreciate it all. And you will come to see, understand, hear, and most importantly, live this that we are telling you now, this that we are sharing with you in this telling, and in the energy that it conveys. Awaken, dear children. It is time to return to your lives now and be the love that you are.